today. Remember, it's not chest out, it's rib cage up. If you do your rib cage up, everything else, even something this big, will go under a little bit. Knees are always soft, so think about what you're doing. I was thinking about today when I was emptying the dishwasher. I mean, all the things that we do, we have a hard time doing, so you've got to use the muscles you have so you do not hang on your spine. All right, let's warm up. Both arms. Bring them across. Now remember, we're warming up the core area, the spine. But remember, if something hurts, you don't do it. And you notice that my feet are not locked in. I'm raising my heels when I rotate. Same thing down. Get some of those knees bending. Pick up those feet. Do not plant your feet and rotate. Bring them out. Remember, pick up those heels. Bring them out, up, and down. One more. Deep breath. And squat it out. Now remember, squats are here. You hinge back. These are your hinges. Hip flexors back. All the weight's in your heels. And put your hands here, hold them back, or your hands here. Again, this is a counterweight. So if you're way back here, it's going to be harder to put the weight in your heels. So knees should not go past tops of your laces. All the weight's in your heels, this is where you should feel it. Okay, we're going to drop one leg back. So again, this is a position that you might be in if you are going down to the floor or weeding. Okay, you're working your quads, working your butt. Bring the foot back, switch legs. So again, it's here, so you should not feel it anywhere here. And again, if you have to do this, engage here. Bring it back, other side. And this is something we do every day. Well, if you read. And switch. And back to a regular squat. Okay, we're going to start here, and again, we're going to stay in the squat position. We're going to bring our arms up, right here. Bring them back all the way up. This time we're not engaging our cervical curve, we're just engaging our back. You should feel it in your scapula areas and your butt, again. Whoa, keep going. I don't know what happened to my music. Where's the screen? Ooh, sorry, hope you're still in your squat. And real small. Now remember, if this hurts your shoulders, bring them out to the side. But make those scapulas come in. And bring it back up. Roll the shoulders back. using a 10. Now remember, this is all about hamstrings and butt. So again, I'm going to show you both ways here. Feet are a little further than hip width apart. And you are going down, your back is straight, and you are pushing all the weight in your heels. Your back remains straight. So again, you should not feel this in your back. You should feel it in your hamstrings and your butt. I'll show you from here. Your head's in neutral unless you're looking at me, and then you don't. So remember, just shift those weights. Toes should be loose. Two more. And one more. All right, get your smaller weights. We're going to do your scapula area, your rhomboids. Now, if you don't have weights, I'm going to show you a way to do it with a band. And I'm also showing you, you can do it with a knee pen. So I'm going to show you, remember, forward flexion, always a split stance. So you're going to forward flex, squeeze that butt, and you're going to bring weights up, squeeze those shoulder blades together, keep the head in neutral. I'm going to show you with the band. Okay, doesn't even have to be very much. And if you've got a problem with your shoulders, just bring it to here. Doesn't have to be anything further than that. Remember, your forward flexion now. Remember, both legs, you're not forward or back, you're even. So even out your legs so you're not going to fall over. Squeeze those, you should feel those. No jerking, nice and easy. Squeeze, so bend those elbows and squeeze those shoulder blades. They should be tracking in. You're also going to feel this in the middle of your shoulder. That's why I don't want you to go any further than your shoulders. And if you're starting to hurt it in your head or your neck, it's because you're looking at me. Look down. 4 more. Last one. All right, put the weights down. Remember, every time you work with weights, please open your hands, let them go. Give yourself a nice big hug. It's probably the only one you're going to get today. Unless you have somebody that you can hug. Okay, one-legged squats, my absolute favorite. Remember, you can do it 2 different ways. If you're first to this, you can hold on to something here. And you can, I'll show you, this is the easiest way. Okay, you can raise one, and then the other if you have issues with your knees. Okay, so again, but all the weight is still in your heels and in your butt. Piriformis. Or you can do it this way and bring it down. Counterweight. The counterweight is my leg and my arm, but all the weight goes into the heel. That knee does not come forward at all. Try to get all the weight in your heel and try not to sit in your hip joint. Make sure that that is going right to the muscle. Two more. Remember, shift that weight all the way. And switch. And again. Shift it back. Every single time. If this hurting your knee, don't go down so much or go back to the alternative I gave you. An exercise should not hurt you. Two more. And switch. Now remember, make sure that you shift each and every time. Way back there, that knee does not come forward at all. That's why that counterweight's there. Okay, this is number 10. What we're going to do is we're going to stay down there. Okay, so you should feel it. Remember, if you're starting to go into the joint, then come back up. But if not, stay there and squeeze that puppy. And switch. Other side. Bring it down. Shift back each and every time. Should not hurt the knees. All right, number 10, we're going to stay down there. Shift your weight. Make sure you stay in that hip, not in the joint, but squeeze that butt. The heel's got all the weight. And bring it back up. Stretching out the piriformis. Remember, this is where the sciatic nerve runs right through it. Sit down. Relax. Give yourself a, oh, that feels so good. Switch. Like I said, if you're having sciatic problems, this is one of the best stretches. I do it sometimes at night when I feel it all the way down. Remember, the sciatic nerve comes in your hip, very thick here, goes all the way down to here and splits into two and goes to your heel. So this is where it hurts mostly. All right. We are going to work gluteus minimus. Okay, remember, we've done these before. You do them on the floor, you can do them here. Make sure that you're standing on a bent leg. You turn that hip so you're pushing that heel out. You're sitting up nice and tall, rib cage up, abs in, looking gorgeous, or handsome, or both, or at least strong. Remember, both knees are bent. Do not lock your joints. And hold it up real small. Push that heel up. This music makes me want to do the cha-cha all night. Oh. Two more. Sorry, just had to do that. Other side. Bring it up. Make sure again. Sitting up nice and tall. Push that out. Now you are going to feel a little more in the standing leg because the standing leg is tight. Hold it up real small. Four more. All right, just because we work our tensor facial latus and our gluteus minimus, bring them over and just give it a nice stretch. This is fine if you've got support or here or just here. Stretching this out. And switch. Okay, we're going to do something that is kind of weird. It's not really an exercise, but it's something we do every single day. And if you ever see people tie their shoes or trying to get down, especially in the morning, so what we're going to do is you can hold on or not. What you're going to do is you're going to sit up nice and tall, and instead of doing this, you're going to bring that leg up. So all you're going to do is everything's nice and tall. Because we do this. Because we can't tie our shoes. So what you've got to get used to bringing that all the way up in that switch. So again, you should feel your spine supporting you in this position. Switch. And switch. All right, everybody get their mats and a band if you have one. If not, a rope, anything will work. Now, one of the things I really want you to be aware of is using that spine all the time. Be aware of what you're doing. Okay, remember, we're starting on our hands and knees. Okay, again, make sure, again, if this bothers your knees, you may do this always straight. I'll show you both ways. You can do it here, okay, left, right, or here. But if you are on your hands and knees, make sure your wrist is underneath the shoulder and knees right there. Okay, so opposite. So again, you're working your erector spinae, those three wonderful bands along your spine. And switch. And remember, so hold for 5-6 seconds and then switch. And remember, it doesn't matter how much you put your arm up or your leg, just make sure that it's up. One side is contracting while the other side is relaxing or stretching. These are used for rotation and extension, which is what we do all day long. All right, you're here, you're going to look behind you, and you're going to feel this in your sides. So one is stretched, the other one is contracted, and switch. And switch. And switch. Okay, we're coming all the way down to extension. Remember, not extension, extension. So make sure we're going to do the front and the back, and then we're going to do both. Stay with front and back if anything hurts. Remember, if something hurts, there's something wrong. Well, not always. But if it's muscle, that's different. But remember, extension pulls the bones out. It feels like they're not, but they're pulled out, and they're contracted. Flexion just makes them all come together. Okay, here we go. Upper body, keep their head in neutral. Try to get, basically the only thing on here is from the ribs up, or off. Drop it down. Back side, bring the legs up. You're looking at your mat. Squeezing that butt. Drop it down. Upper body. Drop it down. Lower body. All right, now both. Now again, go back to front and back if that is more comfortable for you. If not, bring it up. Heads in neutral. So try to get as off the mat as you can. You're breathing. Drop it down. And again, bring it up. Keep breathing. Drop it down. And again, breathe up. Extend those arms straight out to the side. Lift up a little further, then hold. Don't hold your breath. Drop it down and go back, stretch it out. I know this feels better, but what we just did is really important. All right, flip over, or you can roll over. So we're gonna do some bridges. Another one that doesn't look like much, but it's important to do. Okay, so you're down here, you're gonna bridge up, you're gonna squeeze that butt. Squeeze it up. The hands are down, palms down. Go up as far as you can, but don't go up into your neck. Drop it down. And again, bring it up. Squeeze up. Drop it down. Okay, you're going to bring it up and you're going to extend one leg, drop it over to the other one, and you're just going to push it up. Now this is more a little bit of hamstring, a little bit of butt. If you start getting a cramp in your hamstring, move your foot away from your butt. And switch. Bring it up, drop the leg over, and squeeze it up. All right, bring it down. Now, these are one that I've said this before, the hardest ones you can do. The transverse, which is a cylinder, all the way around your core. So put your legs in tabletop. Okay, you should have a gap in your lower back. Okay, the gap should be in the lower back. Make sure you can see me. Okay, that's neutral spine. Everyone's neutral spine is different. I have got a big one because my lower lumbar is quite large. And so is my butt. Anyway, so what you're going to do is you're going to drop this leg and you're going to pretend like there's a bug under there and you are pressing that lower back into the mat, exhaling as you do, and the same thing, exhale, exhale, exhale on the way up, release. If you don't know you're doing it, stick your hand under there and press. And see if you can break your fingers, but don't. And bring it back up and release. So each time you're going to do one side, press, exhale, 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 press, 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 and release at the top and breathe. Exhale down, you're going to go right, left, right, left. Now remember, this is engaging the most important muscle, I think, because it goes all the way around, and it's so important for a healthy back. And again, make sure you're breathing and make sure you're engaging it. If you do not feel anything, you think these are easy, then you're probably not doing them right. So again, put something underneath there. Don't try it with a jack, that would hurt. But put your hand under there or something just to see if you're actually engaging. When you're at the top, you're in neutral, so you should be working at the top. Just when you go down, you're going to press down as you exhale, press down as you come up, exhale, release at the top, and switch. Make sure you're breathing. All right, anytime something hurts in an exercise, you either don't do it or you modify. We're going to start with modification. I want you to put your hands out straight like a T, palms down. But all we're going to do is we're going to go to the side with a bent knee, and you're going to pull back up. So don't just, this is not a stretch. We're not doing a stretch. Over, you're going to feel it in your chest, but I want you to feel it in your obliques. Bring it back up. Now, if you are stronger, you can extend your legs further out. Whatever works for you. I always hit my wall on this side and bring it over. Make sure you're exhaling and you're controlling. You're not going all the way to the floor. Okay, bring it back up, put your feet down, palms down beside you. Okay, now these are going to be a little bit of like, almost like a Pilates. So what I want you to do, I just want you to come up off the ground and I want you to hold. Okay, so your lower back is the only thing on the ground besides your butt, but your rib cage is off, your head is in neutral, which means neutral is one fist between your chin and your chest. And you're gonna hold. And you're gonna drop it back down. Okay, you're gonna roll it up. Exhale. Hold, hold, hold. Push that lower back down. And bring it down. Now, if this is too hard, you can also put your hands here for a little support and slide them up to the top of your knees. Breathing, you're exhaling, and inhale on the way down. And again, bring it up, exhale. Blow it out, blow it out, blow it out. And in neutral. Drop it down. And again, bring it up. And bring it all the way up. Now again, if you have a problem with your lower back or anything like with your tailbone, you might want to put something there. If not, go make sure you tuck under. You can hold here, you can hold here, not at all. What you're going to do is you're going to go down and you're going to come back up. We do these every day. If you're getting off the couch, this is how you're doing it, unless you're not. So try to control, upper body relaxed, exhale down, and bring it in. And give it a little rest, because I know it's sometimes harder on your hip flexors too. Give yourself a little rest if you start feeling fatigue back there. Tuck under, and here we go, we're gonna hold. You can dance if you like. Takes your mind off of it. Bring it up. And remember, if that feels hard and you feel like you're weakening there, please drop it down and don't go so far. Okay, we're going to go down one more time, add a little bit of obliques. Bring it over. Now, if you have a weight, if you want to do a weight, but if a weight is slower, okay, this would be a weight slower. So slow it down if you have a weight in your hand. If you start to feel fatigued in your lower back, please come up further or stop. All right, bring it all the way down, give me a big stretch. Oh yeah, baby. All right, we're gonna flip on over, and you know what's coming, my favorites. But remember too, planks. Planks can be done on a piece of furniture. So at an angle, it can be done on your counter. So wherever it works for you. I wish my things. Whatever. Anyway, so again, or you can do them here, or you can do them here, or you can do them here, or you don't have to do them at all. I'm not watching. But if you are doing them, Velcro your ribs to your hips, push your feet back, pull out of your shoulders. You don't want to sit in your shoulders. Drop your hips. Here we go. Ten more. Okay, drop it down. Now remember, keep those. If you start feeling the pull in your back, drop to your knees, please. Stay sideways. Make sure your elbows over your shoulder. You can stack your feet, spread your feet. You can drop your knee. You can drop your hand, whatever works for you. Good enough. And 10 more. And drop it down, back straight. Bring it up. Ten more. Make sure you pull it up out of your shoulders, not sitting there. Drop it down to the side. You can just flip over. Bring it over. Ten more. Drop it down, straight. Oh no, I forgot the count. All right, 10 more. Drop it back. All right. Got one little thing here. We do have an inner thigh. Remember, there's all ways to do your inner thigh, but it's important to do so. So what I'm going to do is you're going to stick the top leg out, slightly bent. Support your head. Try not to do this. Support your head with anything. Extend the lower leg. Okay, it's slightly bent. Flex that foot and squeeze it up. Now the top leg is squeezing into the bottom leg. So it's again, if you just think about pressing in, engaging that inner thigh. You got to think, when you're thinking the back, think about where it is. You've got the cervical curve, thoracic, middle, and lower lumbar. Most of the time people have trouble with the cervical curve and the lumbar because those are curves. And as we age, unfortunately, the discs get more compressed. That is why we need to do flexion. Okay, bring it up nice and tight. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Ten more. Bring them in. Flip on over. All right. Extend the top leg, slightly bent. Bottom leg, flex that foot. Bring it up. Do not lock out the joint. Squeeze the top to the bottom. So it's not just the bottom coming up to squeeze the top, it's squeeze. And bring it up real tight. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Remember, to get stronger in anything you're doing, you want to fatigue the muscle. Okay, if you just do like 2 or 3 or whatever, it's going to go, oh, that's nice. But you need to get to the point where it's like, I'm tired. Because that's how you fatigue the muscle. Ten more. All right, bring it in. If you have a band or there should be bands right there. Okay, take a band, or if you don't have a band, you can use a towel or a rope or anything. The band's better because it actually gives. Drop it over your top of the foot, lace it around, make sure it's in there because you don't want it to come and tuck your head. Okay, so we're going to row. I'm going to show you both ways. So keep those knees bent, sit up nice and tall, and squeeze. So you're not moving back, you're just squeezing. Squeeze those shoulder blades together. And real small. Ten more. Okay, release the tension before you take them off your feet. Set them down. Okay, I don't care how you sit right now, we're going to work the cervical curve. Now we've done this before, roll the shoulders back. Okay, we're going to give a little bit of pressure, a little assisted stretching. So I'm going to put it down here, I'm going to put my hand here, and I'm going to gently push up. I'm breathing, so I'm not trying to kill myself. I just want to feel the stretch from my ear to my middle of my shoulder. So exhale as you go up, just give yourself a little pressure. Now remember, if you've got big old rings on, be careful. Two more. And switch. Now I've said this before, this is one of the curves, or cervical curve, that we see the most bad posture. And part of it is just as you age, it gets worse and worse, and we get what's called the chin thrust. which basically your head goes forward, but your head cannot go in neutral because this curve is too big. 2 more. Okay, now we're going to rotate. Again, remember, it's very, very important to rotate. Remember, I only have one eye, so I cannot see on this side. If I don't rotate, I'm going to run into something. Okay, fortunately, I have a car that beep, 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 beep tells me. But I have to keep my rotation. Okay, so what you're going to do, if you don't have a big old ring, put your hand here, and you're going to press to neutral. Okay, exhale, press. And you might have some indentions in your cheek a little bit, but they won't last long. Make sure you're exhaling each and every time. Two more. And other side. Now again, if that's hurting you, don't push so hard or don't resist so hard. Just do it without it. This is just an added thing that makes it a little harder, a little better for you. And press. Assisted stretch, you're going to get a lot more out of than a static stretch. A static stretch is you hold and you keep it there. And, this kind of stretch you're doing yourself, you're giving yourself a little more movement. Make sure you breathe in, please, because I won't know if you're not until later. And it'll be too late. 2 more. All right, now this head thing. Okay, so what we're going to do is keep our head in neutral spine, which remember, right here, chin to chest. You're going to put your hands here. You're not going to drop it back. You're going to bring it in straight. So again, it's not here, it's here. Ecturba. Okay, you're going to press into those palms. Breathe, breathe, breathe. And release. And again, press into those palms. Breathe, breathe, breathe. And release. Again, press. And release and press. In the back. Again, keep your head in neutral. And you're going to press into your hands and release. Remember too, every time you work a joint, you have sylvial fluid. That's what lubricates the joints. That's why in the morning it's good to just get up and start moving. And that's why sometimes it's slow and it's like, oh my goodness, I'm so stiff. But then you start moving and you're going to feel better. Movement is something that we need to do all the time. And we need to lubricate our joints, especially our back. 2 more. And 1 more. All right, roll those shoulders back. Okay, take your hands, place your little fingers behind you, and really give yourself a stretch. If you feel really, really tight in your chest, it's probably because you do a lot of forward flexion and you're not doing enough extension. Okay, so if you have a ball, one of the best things to do is lay on the ball, thumbs down, really stretch this area out. I want to do a ball class really bad, but I don't think that many people have a ball. I really want to do one. So if you have a ball, let me know. Maybe we'll do a ball class. That'd be great. Okay, roll the shoulders up. Okay, remember, getting up, very important on your back. Again, you're here. Big stance. You can put your hand here, put your hand here. Push yourself up. Okay, we're going to do some ones for the cervical curve too, and the back. Same thing we did before, but we're going to add our cervical curve to this. Okay, so I'm going to show you both ways. So you're here, it's a squat, and we did a few of them. This time we're going to add our neck. Okay, you're here, you're pushing back, arms come up. Now again, if this bothers your shoulders, don't go any further than this. And you're here, and then slightly look up. Breathe, and release. And again, bring it out. Slightly look up. All the weights in your heels. You should feel this in your back and your cervical curve. And release it. And again. And one more time. And release. Pull the shoulders up. All right, give yourself just a stretch here. Put your hand here for a little bit of support. Knees are soft. And switch. Bring them down here. Drop that shoulder. And switch. And drop and roll that back. And drop straight. Roll back. Drop. Roll back one more time. Roll back. Give yourself a big stretch. I think I can do that. All right, ladies and gentlemen.